Welcome to Eschborn-Frankfurt, the final flat classic in Season 4 of the VeloTour. 4 breakaway riders are leading the bike race with under 40 kilometers to ride. We've gone over all of the climbs, so we just have the flat circuit into Frankfurt. The 4 leaders are Sadek Frokmanesh, Diana Stephenson, Jelena Topkalidze, and Virgil Lazarescu. They've been chased all day by 3 teams, Castelli, AlphaTauri, and VeloTour. Those 3 teams have very fast sprinters, and it's very important for them to score points in this race, because the next 2 classics are for the climbers and the punchers, and they will have no more points to score in the sprints until the Tour de France. And even the Tour de France has very few sprint stages. So this is the last big opportunity for the sprinters in this season. They certainly have to make the most of it, especially AlphaTauri, because they're 1,500 points behind Kyoto in the team standings. And if they can't pull off a big result today, I don't think they'll have much of a chance to overhaul Kyoto. But you never know in the VeloTour, some crazier things have happened. Here comes those 3 teams, they're all working together to chase down this breakaway. Around 30 kilometers still to ride. The breakaways lead now under 1 minute. The big favorites today ought to be Superchak Jaratibat, Heinrich Kromer, and Davide Lagana. Maybe Sofiane Dramuni as well for VeloTour, both those sprinters equally capable. Some of the outsiders, including Robel Nagase, Johnny Valters, and Ichikawa Kitetsu. All those sprinters have won races this season at one point or another, so they have certainly proven their speed. Frokmanesh attacking with some speed here, he's dropped the other breakaway riders. It's Topkalidze putting up some resistance, but the other 2, they have been dropped, and soon they'll be caught by the main field. We've started the circuit into Frankfurt now, and we're close enough to the finish we might see attacks from the peloton. Some opportunists thinking they could steal a race victory away from the sprinters, but they have to wait for the right moment. Because the way things are with Adrian Bernard leading the charge, you're not going to get very far ahead of this peloton. But a moment's hesitation could open the window for someone like Glenn Martins or Tony Kiergo. Those riders, they've launched plenty of attacks in races like this. Think of Ghent-Wevelgem and Paris-Tours and the Hamburg Side Classics. In this race, not so different. As we see Luis Sancho's head off the back, no surprise, very fast flat classics, and there's an attack by Yannick Verhoeven. So Kyoto trying to see what they can get out of this race. If they score some big points, they'll pretty much put the nail in the coffin on Season 4. And the peloton is not going to let that happen. VeloTour assuming control of the main field. 16 kilometers to ride, we take another lap of the circuit now. Another attack, this time it's Josephine Udebaya. Thought she might have been working for Blaise Robillard today, but no, she's given a free roll. And there's the hesitation I talked about, and Udebaya suddenly has a gap. It's already out over 20 seconds. Counter moves coming, Dimitris Zionis, Jamal Safari trying to bridge across. They know that Udebaya has started a good move here, and they want to be a part of it. Udebaya, all she can do is just put her head down and ride as fast as she can. Because ideally, nobody else would be able to get in her wheel and she would solo to victory. But still 10Ks to go, that's a big ask at this point. Skopko and Zionis trying, Verhoeven's trying a second time. The attack's coming thick and fast from the opportunists, and we'll see if the sprinters teams can keep things under control. Udebaya is still leading, but her gap has come down in the last couple kilometers. 7Ks to go, we start another lap. Verhoeven and Safari have caught her, and the peloton has as well. So for a moment there it looked like Udebaya really had something going, but she's been brought back. Now the peloton has slowed again. It seems the domestiques have tired a little bit. Tony Kiergo has seen it, he's trying again with 5Ks to go. But the peloton saw that one coming, they're going to bring this one back. Or at least I think. Oscar Galati trying a move, but it just brought everything back together. 3Ks to go now. 2 more turns into the finish. Things have slowed and Udebaya is going to try again. We turn right and then we'll be inside the final couple kilometers. And I think the peloton has slowed, the hesitation, and Udebaya is taking off. Well, no female rider has won a classic this season, and that is about to change. The history maker Joséphine Udebaya steals the win in Frankfurt. She foils all the top sprinters, and that'll serve them right. They really thought they had that race, but no one took control, and Udebaya made them all pay. That's a fantastic win for Udebaya, and that's her second victory of the season because she also won on top of a mountain in the Giro d'Italia. So she was criticized for being a first-round draft pick, but the points starting to add up for her now. So team manager's wheel selection looking a bit better with each passing race. And now Talia gets a big lift because they also got 4th place with Blaise Robillard in that bunch sprint. So with that, we'll look at the race results, and the winner was Joséphine Udebaya, surviving by 8 seconds ahead of Johnny Valters. She tried that first attack with 16 kilometers to go, didn't quite work, but then she tried again, and the second time was the winning move. Valters won that bunch sprint for 2nd place, Davide Lagana 3rd for Castelli, Blaise Robillard 4th for Natalia, so 2 in the top 5 for that team, Heinrich Kromer 5th for AlphaTauri, then Berzin, Skavgo, Shrafibat, Kitetsu, and Safari. AlphaTauri getting some points back on Kyoto because their best scoring rider was Yannick Verhoeven in 11th place. And Euskaltel Euskadi continuing to close the gap on Valnor with that 2nd place by Johnny Valters. So Valnor's grip on 3rd place starting to loosen. Euskaltel definitely closing things down. Our next race is the Giro dell'Emilia, which is a hilly circuit and uphill finish, a bit similar to the Mur de Huy and La Flèche Wallonne, and the climbers and punchers will do battle in the city of Bologna. So as always, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time for the Coppa dell'Emilia.